remember when I was growing up, and I remember the first time I rode a bike. I remember the first time I rode no-handed, and I used to ride everywhere. And it seems that kids nowadays don't ride as frequently as they used to. And in a lot of cases, they don't ride to school, they don't ride to the park. There seems to be a real change in society with people being very protective of their children and being a lot more reticent about letting them go out and ride on their own. I think it's a combination of two factors. I think one of them is that the media has really kind of encouraged a perception of non-safety, that people don't feel safe letting their kids roam around. I feel that another major factor is we've got a lot more people than we had, let's say, in the 1970s when I was going to school. We've got at least twice as many people in this country. All of them drive. There's a lot more car ownership than there was 30 years ago. And because of that, and because of design decisions that were made during the 70s and 80s to make streets that didn't go through, that would end in cul-de-sacs, we haven't provided a safe environment for people to ride in, where you can get from one destination to another without having to go on major arterials. And no one really wants to ride a bike on a 5-lane highway with traffic moving 35 to 45 miles an hour if they can avoid it. It's really important to understand the needs of the community and find out what they want. I mean, people really want safe streets. Find out where the trouble areas are, push it from that perspective, get buy-in from all of the neighbors, encourage people that streets are for everyone, not just for cars, but not exclusive of cars either. We have to share between pedestrians, cars, bicycles, skateboarders, people in wheelchairs, all forms of transportation. I hope that 10 to 15, 20 years from now, that the general public recognizes that all transportation minorities have an equal right to access to the roads. And it's my hope that everyone can respect each other on the road and be aware of everyone out there, so that we can reduce the number of fatalities that we have, reduce the number of injuries, and just allow people to reclaim community space and interact with each other.
Are there any final thoughts you'd like to share with us?